Hey everyone, my name is Kristen Marie. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Join our community here. I've just been here sharing with you my real and raw journey as an esthetician, now small business owner. I love what I do. I just have such a passion for this industry. If you're looking for more tips and advice, go ahead and check out my playlist. Today's video was inspired by a comment that I got on my Instagram post recently. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But one person on my video said, I can't get an esthetician job. I've been looking for 8 months. What do I do? And so that is what inspired me to make this video, because it has been some time since I have addressed this topic. If you want to know what to do when you can't get an esthetician job and how to become a better candidate, then you're definitely going to want to watch this video from start to finish. And while you're at it, go ahead and like this video if you're excited, and grab your pen and paper and continue watching. Thank you for continuing to watch. I promise this video will be resourceful, to the point, and hopefully help you land that job of your dreams. Now, if you haven't already, I did recommend you watch my esthetician tips and advice playlist, but there's another playlist called Becoming an Esthetician that I did quite a while ago now. I have different hair, I have different camera presence. I mean, this was like one of the beginning stages of YouTube, but the information is still amazing. I watch the videos and I'm like, dang girl, I'm just so proud of all the info that I have put on this channel for you guys. I know some of you have been following me since the very beginning, and some of you have just started following me. Specifically, if you're looking to elevate yourself, become a better candidate for an esthetician job, then you're gonna wanna make sure you watch that playlist. Now, the videos I'm talking specifically about are, number one, how to find an esthetician job, and we do some resume building in that video, and again, giving some advice about how to become a better candidate. And the other video is going to be specifically about the job interview and tips for your job interview at a spa. I'm giving you straight up feedback and tips for when I interviewed for my high-end spa job, and I nailed it. So watching those two videos are going to give you some more confidence and just some practical ways to get your resume put at the top of the list, get that person to give you a call back. Now, if you've already done those things and you're not having any luck still, then here are my other tips for you. Some of you may know this or not know this, but I do offer one-on-one coaching. Typically, the one-on-one coaching is to cover things that are business related, or if you're wanting to become a solo esthetician, have me watch you do a facial. Of course, all of that is still covered. But based off of this request and just seeing that there might be a need for this, I would absolutely be willing to talk to you about how to get a job. And if you literally needed me to do a mock interview with you, look at your resume, give you my own tips for your specific situation, and look at listings together, like, I'm more than happy to do that on a coaching call. We gotta humble ourselves a little bit and realize, like, there's always something to improve on. And so I'm gonna be here to help maybe try to fork out what you could work on and give you honest feedback and put you to the test, because it's not easy doing an interview, okay? I know some people get a lot of anxiety when it comes to interviewing for jobs. Check it out. My resources are down below for you to look at. Okay, so my next point is going to be to continue to practice. In order to continue to challenge yourself and to grow your knowledge, like, you need to be intentional about it, which means working on faces. Of course, assuming that you already have your license, okay? If you're not licensed already, you're not an esthetician, then continue to practice at school. Honestly, you guys could start to apply for jobs while you're in esthetician school. I think that would be a great idea, to not just wait until after your license. There definitely are places that are interested in just keeping your name on file for when you finish, and then you got a job coming right out of school. So get ahead of the game. You know, you don't have to wait. There's no rules to this of when you can start applying. As long as you know you're going to finish, you have a tentative date in mind, then I think you're good to go. But say you're licensed already, you're not having luck finding a job right away, then I would definitely recommend to continue practicing. If you decide that you're loving that, you're seeing results from that, people are loving your services, then that may be your sign to just skip the whole job in itself and just start your own solo practice. Now, that's a whole other conversation and series of videos that you can watch here on my channel, or purchase my Going Solo series, or have a one-on-one coaching session with me to talk more specifically about what you should do in your situation. But I would say you're gonna know kind of when you start seeing have a good flow of people coming in, giving you good feedback. And that's what this practice is for you to work on faces, for you to experience different skin types, to use different products, to get feedback from your family and friends about your experience and their experience with you as a client. And so that you could put on your resume that you are practicing at home. And I would even maybe throw in a cover letter on top of your resume, specifically explaining what you've been doing during this time since you got licensed to applying for this job, to continue to elevate your experience. And whether also too that means continuing to stay in touch with people from school, specifically your teachers. I think it would be a wonderful idea to stay in touch with your teachers and ask them, hey, is there any way I could volunteer my time maybe at the school or with you? I think apprenticing with someone would be a great idea to invest your time into if someone's willing to. Not everybody has the capacity to do that, or maybe they're not allowed to do that, but I think it's worth giving it a shot. At least if that were me, if I was in that position, I would probably be willing to volunteer my time just to be able to gain more experience and to become a better candidate, and then to be able to put another referral on my referral list on my resume. Adding on to this tip is, of course, continuing to educate yourself. So look up some books on Amazon about skin, and pick up your Milady book, read it all the way through again. I mean, there's so many times when I listen to an audiobook or I read a book and then I do it again, and there's so many points that I'm like, I don't remember them saying this, or I don't remember reading that. So it never ever hurts to reread and reread a good book over and over again, especially if it's on a topic that you're wanting to educate yourself on. And then YouTube, as you know, is a wonderful resource. Like I said, if you haven't already watched every single one of my videos, I don't want to hear it. I don't want you to come to me and say, oh, well, this isn't happening and that's not, and I don't know this or that. And then I know you didn't watch all my videos. I'm just saying it right now. I have made videos for the past almost 4 years now about pretty much every topic and question you guys could have. So fork through it, and until you get through every single video, I do not want to hear that, oh, I ran out of things to watch, or there's so many things out there, guys. We have such an amazing gift upon us, the internet, Google, books, audiobooks. It's endless. So continue to feed your mind with things about skincare and the things that you desire. Even just how to become a better candidate for hire. That's a great topic to learn about, not just from me, but from other authors that have written books about this. Because there is a way to stand out from the crowd, and that's what you're gonna have to do, because you're not the only esthetician out there trying to look for a job. It's okay if maybe you're not ready to set up your own space and you're in a situation where you need the money, you need to start working, then you need to be open to the idea of getting a different kind of job. Maybe it's not going to be an esthetician job doing facials or waxing, but it could be being a front desk person. It could be being the manager at the wax center. It could be an administrative type of job, maybe for someone who's self-employed, who could teach you what goes behind having a business. I mean, I've realized over the course of my life, all of the jobs I've ever had have always added to my basket of experience, and that is what's made me the esthetician I am today. So even if it comes to that point where you have to get a different job just to pay the bills and gain more experience, like, stay positive about it and look at it as another type of experience that you can add to your resume. There's customer service. There is the hospitality industry. There's administrative work that you could do, especially if you're planning on owning your own business. And as long as you're doing a job that is interacting with people, you're able to kind of highlight some things in that job that are going to pertain to this job, because you are working with people face to face. You're literally touching people. You are selling, so even maybe you can get a job that increases your experience with sales, retail sales specifically. As long as you have a good mindset about it, it really could be just a temporary thing to give you something to have a little bit of peace while you're searching for this job. And that goes into my next tip. My last tip of the day is to change your mindset when it comes to this. If you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling angry, impatient, those are all negative. You guys know, if you followed me on my channel for a minute here, you know I keep it real. And I'm sorry if this hurts anyone's feelings or you don't like hearing this, but I'm always here to help you get uncomfortable. And I think being able to switch your mindset and open it up to what I'm about to say to you is going to be very important to your journey, especially if you are going to be somebody who's an entrepreneur, business owner, solo esthetician. You got to have that kind of mindset. And so if you're feeling any of those negative emotions, that is what you're putting out into the universe. That kind of desperate, frustrated attitude, people feel that. Whether you think they feel it or not, people can pick up on that. So I think it's important to make sure that even though you're very passionate and you really want this job, to keep things positive and to make sure we're not, harassing anybody. Like, if you follow up with a job afterwards and they don't get back to you, okay, let it go, let it be, let things play out. Maybe in a couple weeks follow up, maybe in a month follow up again, but do not harass the establishment. Okay, I implore you, do not harass the establishment or talk negatively about it to your friends and family, like saying, oh, well, I did this and I'm so annoyed and this. Like, let's speak about what you want to happen. And all of these things, all these experiences are going to add into you gaining this job. And you have to truly believe that from your core that you are going to get a job. Because I'm telling you, even though we're going through some things as a society and a country and economy and all that, people are still looking for people to hire. I'm telling you, I'm looking to hire somebody hopefully within the next few months. Don't hold me to it, but even despite all the things that are happening around us right now, I'm looking to hire, and I guarantee you there is someone out there looking to hire, and they're just waiting for the right candidate. So switch that mindset and start to think positively. And if you are feeling frustrated and angry and annoyed, then find ways to flip that emotion. Like, obviously embrace it. I'm not telling you to not feel that way, because you're human. But there's ways to help you transform those emotions into something positive. So if you haven't watched my most recent video about how to level up and become and reach your greatness, then you need to watch that video, because I talk a lot about what it means to switch your mindset and level up, and those are definitely going to be important steps to open up new opportunities for you. And so go ahead and watch that video, and then say you did that already. Now, okay, let's put those things into practice that were talked about in a book that I've been reading called The Power. And The Power talks about, having like fun about it. Like, role playing can be a very effective small way of manifesting this job into your life. Like, are you still sleeping in every day? Are you moping around in bed like, I don't have a job, so I'm just gonna be mad and upset about it and sleep in and not practice? And not, like, you doing the steps I told you before are gonna help manifest this job to happen. Pretend you actually have the job. Like, what is your schedule gonna look like? Wake up early, get ready, do your hair, put on a black set of scrubs or whatever it is that you imagine yourself wearing as an esthetician, and get ready for the job. Like, get up every day as if you have that job already. I'm telling you, The universe will bring it to you a lot faster than you think. I would love for you to come back to this video and comment to me in a few months from now and update me on your situation. And if you truthfully can say that you did every single step I've told you in this video and those other videos, I have a really hard time believing that you wouldn't have landed a job by now or gone solo. That one of those two. And either of those two outcomes would be amazing to hear. And I really hope that that is the case for every single one of you guys who's watching this video, who's inspired to do these steps. I implore you again to schedule a coaching call with me. I'd love to be your accountability partner and walk you through this and help you to stay focused, help you to stay positive when it comes to looking for the perfect job for you. Now I'm going to end this video with a little story time, because this is just a small example of how being in the right frequency is going to help you understand, like, as long as I stay positive and all this. Okay, anyways, let me tell you the story. And this literally just happened today. In the mornings, it's a little hectic because I'm getting my son ready, getting myself ready, and today I popped out of bed. I felt really good, energized, but I was still somehow running late. But I implemented the practices of my meditation and the exercises that I've learned in my recent reads, and I kept myself feeling good, feeling positive, because I get really frazzled about, like I mentioned in my other video, really dumb things sometimes. And when you are, and I've done this before, where I've been rushing and frustrated and angry about something, and just one bad thing after another keeps happening and my blessings keep getting blocked. I'm trying to change that. So like I literally today was like, hey, don't freak out. Just trust that what is coming will come at the right time, and it's all gonna be okay, even if you run a little bit late. It's okay. It's all right. And guess what? When I came into the studio, I saw Kristen's beautiful face smiling at me, and she's like, oh, hey, and I totally forgot she was working today. And I come up and she's like, oh, I refilled your massage medium and I got you hot towels. I made your hot towels. And I literally looked at her and was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. And I gave her a big hug, and I came into my room and I literally went like this, like, the universe, like, took care of it. As soon, like, I decided to not freak out about it this time. And trust. And keep myself, in good mental, good mental space, and being positive. And I was doing everything I could in my power to be on time, but it just wasn't panning out that way because something happened at Devin's school today that was kind of out of the usual. So, there's things in life that you can't control. Again, like something like this, you might not necessarily control being able to get a job or not because of external things, but we can't focus on that. All we can focus on is ourself and being able to put our best foot forward to these potential employers and in the future to our future clients. And I know too, I've been able to practice that because I want to arrive here at the studio as the best version of myself. And when I come all frustrated and rushing and all that, I get all, I'm sure my clients feel that. So today, when I actually kept myself calm, cool, and collected, and then Kristen said she's helped me set up half of my room, I wanted to cry. I was so happy. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, Kristen. And that's what I want you to do. When this happens for you and you start seeing things unfold for you, keep saying thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love that. Yes, I love that. And your experience finding this job is going to be so much better. And I want you to have a positive experience looking for the best job ever. And it could be because your perfect job is waiting for you and you just need to be patient. So have faith. I love you so much. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment below. Keep in touch with me. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys back here next week on Thursday for a new one. And until then, stay safe. Bye.